Hello and welcome to my end of year outtakes video featuring some of the clips that didn't quite make it into this year's Lake District videos. I'm going to start in the Langdale Valley. Wait, sorry?
You've forgotten to introduce me.
Ah, right, oh sorry, yes. My apologies. This is Helen Green, my very, very good friend, and who also helps me with some of my videos, but she was also in the Grassmere video back in February.
Hello there.
Right, where was I? That's right. I was going to start in the Langdale Valley. I'm sorry. I can't remember where to go now. I've forgotten my words. Have you seen my script?
No.
Oh.
We usually have it with you in your pocket.
Right. I think I might have left it in the car actually.
Oh, well, can't you manage without it?
Well, not really, I do need it. Right, what I'll do, right, camera's all set up,
Okay.
everything's right,
Yes.
right,
Yeah.
you stay here, look after the camera,
Okay.
I'll go back to the car and get it. Alright?
Are you sure you can't manage without
No,
it?
I'll be 5 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. Don't know what all the fuss is about, honestly. Even when he has a script, he finds it difficult to follow.
This is Spedding Crag. That's nice, hunting style, sorry. And at the top, this nice little unmanned tarn. With the mines made up, they decided to build... With the mines made up, they decided to buy the land around Thirlmere. That they reckoned without Thomas Leeds, the Lord Manor of Legbraithwaite. No, that's wrong. You've got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try it third. As some of you might remember, there was a television programme about 2007 called Richmond's Finest View. And the one behind me was on the shortlist.
It doesn't help that he's got a head like a sieve.
What we're actually walking through here is just an ordinary piece of woodland. But if we could turn back the clock 150 years, it would be very different. This is actually... I've forgotten.
It's all right.
Just,
Okay.
how about that for a view? Cut, forgotten. And this ornamental pond, which as you can see, comes with the view at it. What a terrific view that is. We've got all up to Calf Crag and Gibson Knot. Lovely view of water leaves Thirlmere, passes through a tunnel on the Dunmail Raise and then follows the contours of the hillside all the way to Manchester. It travels at
4 miles an hour.
4 miles an hour, that's right. The water leaves Thirlmere, goes under a tunnel on the Dunmail Raise and then follows the contours of the hillside, dropping at a rate of 20 miles, 20 inches for every mile. When I first came to the Lake District in 1970, I didn't know the names of any of the fells. Cut, got that wrong. Yeah? When I first came to the Lake District in 1970, I only knew the names of a couple of the fells.
Having to have 2 or 3 takes to get it right is bad enough, but there have been occasions when I really wondered what he puts in his water bottle.
You know, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the clearest, the best signposted or the easiest to follow. It's basically quite a damp track through the bracken. Although, it has to be said, it does get better the higher you go. But if you come in the summer, the bracken gets high as well. So, a give in. I got that all wrong. Now, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the easiest to follow. You know, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the easiest to follow, the best signposted or the clearest. It's basically quite a boggy tread through. No, it's not a tread, for goodness sake, it's a track. You know, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the clearest signed, the easiest to follow or the widest, because basically it's just a narrow track up through the bracken. Carries quite a bit of water as well, as you can see, but the good news is the further up the fell you get, oh God. You know, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the best signed. Oh, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the best signed, the easiest. You know, this footpath won't win any prizes for being the clearest, the best signed and the easiest to follow. Basically, it's just a track through the bracken. It's quite wet as well, as you can see in places. The good news is, when you get to the top, up by the power lines, it becomes wider, it's easier to follow, and by the time you get up to Beacon Town, it's quite nice and wide and easy to use. So you'll be fine. You just need to break your way through the lower part of the bracken first. And that will have to be okay.
A little extra preparation wouldn't go amiss sometimes either.
It's quite a steep pull up there. I think it's time to sit down and have a rest and a drink before the last little bit. Supposed to leave me water handy. Can't. Oh dear. I'm stood in a stream. Luckily there are rocks in it. We might have lost the sunshine. We've still got cracking views of wet feet.
Mind you, it isn't always his fault. Sometimes he gets distracted.
And turned it into a trout fishery. And then he had no end of bother with the local heron population, which is quite large. I don't know quite how he got over that. This is where they came to work every day. These two high walls used to support a wooden trackway that went across there. Keep going. Totally forgotten what I was going to say.
It's not just his mouth he manages to put his feet in. Sometimes he's not good at looking where he's going. Take the ill-fated attempt at showing off. The idea was simple. Instead of just stepping up the rock like normal, he decided he'd jump up it in 2 graceful leaps. You'd think he'd know better at his age.
Cut. It's steep. Cut. I don't know whether you can see a little cluster of white houses behind me. That's...
Having said all that, I shouldn't be too hard on him. 90% of the time he works alone, and he has brought us some stunning shots over the last 12 months.
Right, that's it. I've got it. Right, we can get on now. Right.
No problem, Eric. I've done it. It's all covered.
What do you mean you've done it?
Well, I've done it. It's all sorted.
Well, all of it?
All of it.
The rock that jumped out at me at Bleatown?
Absolutely.
And what about the man on the bike? Did you remember him?
I remembered him. Did.
So you've done the lot?
I've done the lot.
Oh. No need for this then, is there?
No, oh, just a minute. Don't forget to thank everybody for watching your videos.
Absolutely right. Well, that's about it for this year. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, do, because next year I'm going to be back out on those fells bringing you more wonderful scenery. So thank you very much. From Helen and me, have a great holiday and stay safe.
Just a minute. The Christmas theme.
Oh
Hat
gosh.
on, Mr. Snowman. Bye-bye.
Bye. Did you bring any mistletoe, by the way?
No.
What?
Bye.
No mistletoe.
Bye.
Bye.
Does that look up to
And that will have to be okay.